Yeah, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Toranzo Show. I appreciate all the support that y'all gave me from the last two episodes. I know it was a lot to work with. It was a lot of technical difficulties and switching around, and one kind of started off slow and blah, 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 blah. Choke on it because guess what? I'm starting out, motherfuckers. Give me some grace. But I do got a lot I want to talk about today. Today's episode is not going to be too long. But I do want to cover some basic things. I did get offered to smoke crack for the first time since I've been here in Atlanta. Exciting, right? I was door dashing, and as I'm door dashing, I go to drop this order off, and the fucking elevator's down. So I go into the stairwell, and I'm on like floor 1, and I have to go up to like floor 6. So as I'm passing floor 2, it was a guy sitting on the thing smelling crack. I mean, Jesus, not smelling crack, smoking crack. I was the one smelling it. But I instantly knew as soon as I walked in there, because I know what crack smells like. Hello. And if you're wondering how I know what crack smells like, it's a long story. We'll get into my childhood later. No, my parents aren't crackheads. They're not. But yeah, so I'm going up, and I guess he think that I might like work there or something, because I did have like a bag in my hand. And I was kind of dressed professional because I had an interview. And so I'm walking up there, and he just started apologizing. Oh, my bad, man. My bad, mom. I'm so sorry. I ain't got no business in here doing this and some. I'm trying to do better. Man, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this in your building. I don't want to do this. I'm like, dude, I don't work here. I don't live here. I'm just door dashing. He was like, oh, okay. So he just keeps talking. I heard a lot of flick again. As I'm passing maybe floor 4, I heard his steps start to pick up. So this motherfucker's now walking behind me. And he was like, hey. So I'm like, what the fuck does he want? But it's like wide enough to where I can look down and like kind of see what he's doing. So I looked down and I was like, hey, man, you good? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, I don't mean no disrespect, but I mean, if you want a hit of it, you keep this between me and you. It's like he was trying to fucking reel me in like I was a fucking DL nigga trying to have sex on the low. Nigga, no, I don't want no fucking crack. Now, was it generous? Absolutely, because if I was in the market for crack, that would have been the perfect time to start. But yeah, no, I'm not on crack just yet. I will say never, but they say never say never. I say never, and then in 2 years, you would just see me strung out walking down Peachtree, trying to sell his cat. No, I'm just playing. But no, I want to talk about a couple of different things today. Another thing, too, I'm looking in the comments, and when I was talking about the rose and stuff last time, they were like, oh, well, don't be coming for my rose, don't be coming for my wine. What y'all failing to realize, that rose is not going to flip you over and eat your ass like that, nigga. So keep that in mind for everybody that has something to say about it. I did see another thing, too, about Chrisean Rock. I think that y'all are forgetting to take into consideration that people are still slow out here. Like y'all be like, oh, well, why would she do this? Why would he do that? Her and Blueface to me. Why would he do this? Why would she do that? Why would she get his name tatted? She done fought her dad. They fighting families, fucking each other up, destroying property, embarrassing themselves in interviews, getting shit. They had a little show. They got that canceled because they can't fucking handle themselves. But they're slow. Those are literally two slow people. Allegedly, we'll say allegedly. Those are two slow people that have found their way into each other's arms, and we just got to witness this shit publicly. No other sane person is going to do all the bullshit that she did. And then another thing, too, how you can identify. That's something we need to go over. How do I identify a lunatic? I seen her on live, and she was basically going in the refrigerator, and she was eating just raw slices of cheese out the refrigerator. That's telltale signs of a fucking psycho. Just eating slices of cheese out the refrigerator. People that eat just slice of bread. People that could just pour them a cup of white milk. You people are fucking insane, and you need to go get help. Wisdom has been chasing you, but you were always faster. And then another thing, too, I'm riding down the street. I remember back, and this also going to go into the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is genuine friendships. I really, really do love and adore my friends. But I was thinking back to the other day, something that pissed me off. Because I had did this today in the Uber. I'm in the Uber, and I was like, hey, well, this way is a little bit faster. But clearly, She has the fucking directions on the GPS. She doesn't need my help. I can shut the fuck up. So I hate when people do the same thing to me when you driving. Especially one of my friends, T. This nigga is famous for it. I'm like, why you go this way? Nigga, I'm going the fucking GPS way. You in this hood way is gonna run me out of gas. I only put $5 in the car at a time. Everybody knows that. So I'm not about that. You take me the hood way, and now we done went an extra 1.2 miles, and all we got is point 0.3 in the tank. Get it together. We won't go down like that. But no, I really do miss my friends a lot. Since I've been here in Atlanta, I miss my friends a lot. And it's just kind of like the more people that I run into, the more, yes, I'm lighting up weed, y'all. It's not the crack that got offered me earlier. But yeah, I really, 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 really miss my friends. Just like going out and do stuff. Like when I was in Virginia, I was literally going out damn near every single day. I was going to karaoke on Monday, Taco Tuesday on Wednesday, Man Crush. What is it called? Man Crush something. It was niggas that look straight humping the floor. The opposite of what the drag queens do. And then Thursday I would go out and see the drag queens. And then do the other karaoke. And then Friday I would go to the club. And then Saturday I would go from the club to the bar or whatever. Like I always had something to do. Or we would go out to, we went to the taco festival. We go, the park, walking around doing different shit. But it's like, I don't know. I miss doing that kind of stuff, which I can still do here, but it's just not the same because I don't feel as close of a connection with my friends, for one, or, the people that are here. Very few far in between, one or two, I can see myself going out with, but it's like, damn, if shit go down and we go, out to the club and something, are you bitches gonna have my back? We only been knowing each other for like a month and a half, you know what I mean? So I don't expect them to do, too much, not even just on like no fighting level. Just if you see somebody doing something weird or I don't know, people just don't say stuff like they used to. Like the code is gone. It's just weird now. So I definitely miss my genuine friendships from my friends in my hometown and also in Norfolk. Another thing I want to clear up too, I'm from Danville, Virginia, Danville. I think I said that in the last podcast, but I'll be representing Norfolk because that's where I spent most of my adult life, and that's where I kind of really found myself. When I was living in Danville, a lot of y'all know that's when I was like, in my DL era and all of that, which all was still fun. I always had like personality. People still loved me, but I didn't really feel like I started being my real self until I moved to Norfolk. Because, that's when I came out and that's when I started like dating guys and getting, acclimated to how that is. Because I even remember saying, like back before I even like, it came out like officially, like, oh, you know what, I might fuck around with a guy, but I would never like do a relationship. It's just like fun. I'm still messing with girls on the side. Y'all ended up sucking the same dick for 2 years straight. Are you kidding me? Who the fuck was I kidding? I remember telling myself I'm never going to eat ass. I'm never going to get my ass ate. I would never give head. I would never... It was just a lot of stuff that I used to say that I would not do. And lo and behold, I ended up doing it. So that's what they say. Never say never. Because you just might end up... Never mind. We're going to leave that one alone. Another thing, Plan B. Who do y'all think... I want y'all to leave in the comments. Who do y'all think should pay for the Plan B? Personally, I had to scam. I was dealing with this white girl and shooting the club up, nutting her damn near every single day. And she was like, oh my God, did you nut in me? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, so yeah, we're going to have to get a Plan B. My parents find out that I'm pregnant and blah, blah, blah. Went on this whole little rampage. So I'm like, okay. I personally, see, my thing is this. What is it called? I am pro-abortion when I'm not the one on the receiving end of it. Don't abort my child, motherfucker. Abort them great babies. Look, I don't know how YouTube gonna feel about that. Abort the great babies. Abort the ones that, that wrongfully happened to you, or if you just simply do not want to have a child. But for me personally, I don't give a fuck. Have my baby. If I get you pregnant, I'll take care of it. I'm not going to be a deadbeat. But I don't feel comfortable with the idea of knowing that I killed a child. So my thing with that is I'm not paying for a plan B. I told her I was gonna give her half on it. I lied. I lied. Nikki said it best. I lied. I'm not fucking paying for no goddamn plan B. She would ask for the half of the money and everything. No, buddy, we're not doing that. Ask your parents to help you kill it. I'm not surprised. So, yeah, that was that. I did watch a documentary on fentanyl, and I'm gonna try to speed through this as fast as possible. It's fucking crazy. I watched it on Tubi. It's called $10 Death Trip, and I didn't know how fucking crazy fentanyl was. Like, obviously, I knew it was a big drug, but I didn't know the scope of really what was going on. I know a lot of people, in Atlanta is definitely doing it now, and it's also taking the place of heroin. But it is fucking crazy. And I was trying to like envision, because I don't know what it's called, whether if you're an empath or a person with too much sympathy, where you can kind of feel what somebody's going through just by them explaining it to you. And that's why I've never done like hard drugs like cocaine. What's the other one? Acid, heroin, perks, lean, stuff like that. I've never done those drugs because I can just ask somebody like a series of questions, and how I ask the question based on their answer, I can kind of like feel exactly how they're saying that they are describing the high. So I never felt like I really had to like take them to kind of like get it. And then not to mention also I grew up around drugs. So it's like, I see this shit every day and what it's doing to people. So I just was never really interested in it. Now, I was in the family of alcoholics, so we picked up the bottle. Does that make us any better? Absolutely not. I don't judge anybody. Do your thing, 21. But that's just, that was just my personal experience. Now, fentanyl, the guy that he explained, he said, it's like, he said, basically what it feels like is pulling the life force out of you. You get tunnel vision, and then it starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then around the tunnel, there's darkness. And then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And then it closes. And then it goes, and you're dead. And the guy was interviewing him. He was like, you think you're dead? He was like, no, dude, you're dead. Flatline. You're fucking out of here. It's so fucking crazy that niggas are so down bad on the fucking fentanyl there, y'all. The one dude, he was a dealer. He said he lost 40 people in the last 3 years. Due to fentanyl overdoses. Overdoses are so fucking common. They have a special team of people that goes around and they set up tents, like actual fucking tents, and they allow people to come in and get high so they can save them from overdoses. Like, and the lady was explaining, she was like, no, like it's super easy to, bring somebody back from an overdose, especially if you're right there with them. They use what they call Narcan. And this one dude said that he fucking overdosed twice in one day. How the fuck do you live to tell the tale on that? God only knows, and bless him. But yeah, he did that. One girl said that she was a paramedic. She did 103 overdoses in one day. And it was like that the rate that it's killing people is crazy because a lot of people are ashamed of it. They don't want to be labeled as a crackhead. They don't want to be, called names or looked down upon, or if they relapsed, or if they just, closet smokers. A lot of people are closet smokers. You would never know that they on drugs ever. And those are a lot of people, unfortunately, that overdose because they don't have nobody to look after them. While they're getting high, or if they overdose. It's so fucking strong. It was horse tranquilizer. And all it takes to kill one man is they said it equals to 4 grains of salt, which is 2 kilograms. So that 4 grains of salt, of fentanyl is enough to kill an entire fucking human. That is crazy to me. The cops don't give a fuck. This is all in Vancouver, specifically where the documentary was in Vancouver. Mind you, that's one of the top 3 cities in the world to live. But it's downtown east side, if I'm not mistaken. Downtown, hold on, y'all. Yeah, that is what it is. Downtown East Side is where it all goes down. But outside of, Canada, it is the number one killer in the United States as well. They had 72,000 people overdose last year, 8,000, in Canada, but most of that was from Vancouver. And so Yeah, it's just fucking wild. If y'all know somebody that are on drugs. Oh, another thing too, before I get into that, the cops don't even arrest motherfuckers. The dude said that the cops are only there for a PR stunt. They just want to make it look like they're doing something, but the whole time they're just trying to control it so it stays in the hood and it doesn't get to where, people spending like actual money. He like it's so bad to the point that they won't even arrest you if they catch you, selling it. They will, if you like new to the area or something, so they'll, that you can go around and say, oh, it's cool there, the cops don't give a fuck. They will tell you to fuck off, and they will, rough the dealer up, take his shit, and they'll let him go. They're not gonna like take him to jail or anything because they want the cycle to keep happening. It's crazy. Y'all gotta watch it. But it's called $10 Death Trip on Tubi. Tubi is free. Shout out to them. They're for the people. And the last thing I'm gonna say about that is how lucrative it is. So he said you order $50 worth of, no, that's not true. You order $400 worth of fentanyl, right? And with that, you can make 1,000 grams of down. You sell each gram for $100. And ladies and gentlemen, you just made a grand total of 100,000 blood clot dollars off of fucking fentanyl. So that's why it's so big. It's a lot easier to transport. It's stronger than heroin. And it's easier to make. So yeah, I didn't know. I learned another term too. It's called a dragon. So when I used to see people smoke crack when I was younger, they would usually use like a can. They would smoke it off of a can. But when people do the other drugs and they smoke stuff off the foil, that is called a dragon. So I felt cool for learning that word. And then the nod. So another so the nod, oh God, it's not funny, y'all. I'm not laughing at them. I have dark humor, so you gotta bear with me. I'm sorry. So the nod is basically when they high right and they lean over like a goddamn exorcism is happening. Literally their body is like folded in half, like a limp dick or a tripod that's like bent over in their head, and they just walking down the street sideways like a fucking zombie. It's crazy. I have never seen nothing like it. And it's super scary, but the girl was like, no, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's it's called the nod. Like they were used to this shit. But yeah, that was that. Another thing, I had a rough day today trying to take fucking public transportation. That was a complete shit show. I saw, two homeless people take a shit, one inside of the subway, right in the corner in front of everybody, crop a squat and just start shitting. And then I was walking down the street and this guy was actually shitting like in front of a store, like kind of like in the corner, which I get it. They're homeless. They really have nowhere to go. But it's like, nigga, you can go behind the building. You can like, I don't know, pick up a Food Line bag off the ground and shit in the bag or something behind a house. I don't know. But it's like kids and stuff going down there. Ding-a-ling and shit was out. Like, Atlanta is rough. Atlanta is fucking rough. I'm not going to lie. But I do like it. I walked so far today. I walked over 3 miles easily today. I walked from Midtown all the way to downtown. It is beautiful. It is a lot to see. I don't live in the hood, hello, but I did go to it today, and that shit is rough. I'm trying to think what else I have on my little sheet here. I'm excited that Monique did an interview with Shannon Sharp, which y'all know Monique talk her shit just like Cat Williams do. So I am very excited to see what she got to say. I know she's going to shake the table, and anybody that got something to say about her, I'm going to be in your comments because y'all like a dog, because I fuck with Monique. I love her so much. So much so. That she is one of my favorite entertainers all around. I've loved her since I was little. And I met her also. She brought me on stage in Virginia Beach at the Funny Bone. If y'all go to my Instagram, she brought me on stage. She paid for my ticket. She brought me drinks, food, and everything. Also, Just Hilarious did that too. Shout out to them. I need to get back in my little traveling bag. I really used to go to like so many shows. I met so many people. The only celebrity I can say that I really didn't care for, as far as meeting them, was Mike Epps, because he was a fucking asshole. He charged me, my mom. It was me, my mom, her boyfriend, and his brother. And we went to see him in Greensboro. We got VIP meet and greet tickets and everything. Why the fuck we get there? We standing in the regular line. We didn't get none of the merchandise that they claimed that we were supposed to get for being VIP. And then we did the meet and greet. We stayed in the back of the fucking line with people that had general admission. The whole time it was a scam. Anybody could have took a picture. We were dummies. Um, Everybody got a picture for free, and we fucking paid for it. Are you kidding me? And then we got up. We tried to gag him. We got up closer to him and was like, "Hey, we got VIP tickets. We're supposed to get X, Y, and Z." And he's ha 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 ha. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ha, ha. He literally was not listening to us. He was ha 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 and yeah. And I asked right off. My mom was about to cuss him out like a dog. I saw the look that she gave him. I had to grab her hand and say, "Let's go," because we can't go to jail in Greensboro. Remember, you're already wanted. She's not wanted anymore. She's a free lady. She's a free lady. We were just in a rough patch at the time. What else did I want to talk about today? Oh, I haven't really been going out or anything. But I do want to talk about a little bit about the places that I went to. I did eat from Smashing Eats, ATL. That was pretty good. I got some chicken, macaroni, yams. The greens kind of taste like baked beans, but I like baked beans, so it wasn't horrible. But I expected the greens to taste like greens, but they absolutely did not. But overall, it was good. I got blackened salmon from Creole Kitchen. I ate JJ's Fish and Chicken. JJ's Fish and Chicken, I would give them like a 8. It was very much okay. I don't feel like I wasted my money, but I really don't feel as though I should have gave it to them. It should have maybe been like, "Hey, try this out. This one time we'll make it free to see if you like it." Oh shit, the microphone fell, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna light this blunt back up. But yeah, I don't really have too much to talk about today, y'all. As you can clearly see, I did get kicked out of my work group chat last week. They kicked me clean on out the group chat. And mind you, a week before that, I got wrote up. So we gonna see how long this gig lasts. They not fucking around with me. And guess what? I ain't fucking around with them either. I spend upon blood-clad business, man. They don't like me because I spoke up. But guess what? What they got to be is you're always gonna get it again and again and again. They called a team meeting and everything because of me. I'm like, God damn, I shaking the table this bad? Or this many motherfuckers just that quiet. But they don't speak their mind. But they gonna learn with me. I don't fuck around. And it was very professional and nice, nasty, and I think that might be part of the reason why they are upset. Because I wasn't rude about it. I know how to be professional and still eat you the fuck up. I gagged all of them. I wish y'all could have been there. It was crazy. But so far so good though. I do like the job. All around. It's going pretty good. I'm networking, meeting a lot of people, but I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be there because I'm about to get this studio back popping. So yeah, and also too, thanks to everybody that that has supported me through my whole T Valley studio journey. That was a lot. I really didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I'm still glad that I did it. That was my first official business that I ever opened. For a lot of people that don't know, I had a dance studio called T Valley Studio in Virginia. I was doing aerial fitness, pole classes, lyra hoop classes, aerial silk, heels classes, stretch classes, conditioning, walking. Like I was just doing a lot of different shit, and it was fun. But I was sharing the studio space with a recording studio, and the guys had started to like linger. They noticed it was like, because a lot of my clientele were like, actual strippers. So, how weird fucking straight guys are trying to be pervs, stand around, see the girls, have dress, try to catch them on the way, walking out and try to talk to them. So it started to get like real unprofessional. So I was like, yeah, we're not going to do this no more. I don't want my brand built off of this. So then I started teaching classes from home, which still was going pretty well. Actually, it was probably from home, I'd have been a little bit more successful than the actual studio, if I'm being honest. But it was going good. I really liked doing it. It was fun. And I hadn't been doing my pole journey that long to, where I had started teaching. Should I have waited a little longer? Maybe. But I still got to teach a lot of people a lot of different stuff. And I kind of got the aspect of like business, liability letters, things like that. Taxes. And it got rough. Speaking of taxes, any day now, baby. Y'all heard this microphone quality get better? and y'all see me with that nice camera, and I start doing visual episodes, and I'm not drinking this $12 El Toro no more, bitch, I'm gonna have a bottle of Terramana. Or maybe some Patron, get bougie like the other girls. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be rich still drinking my little El Toro. I'm just gonna buy 3 bottles instead of 1. Gotcha. And yeah, I'm still gonna buy grams of weed. I mean, I'm not gonna change much. And and that's the show. Even when I'm still the same person when I was making $8 an hour at McDonald's. When I went all the way up to what I was making selling them to timeshares. I was buying the same thing. I don't switch up. I do not switch up. And that's gonna be that. My Rain, RAIN. I do love a good Rain. She's like a $14 girl for like a liter, and you will get so fucked. That will knock your dick in the dirt. Probably more than this El Toro. Another thing too that I was getting into is the 99. It's like 99 pineapples, 99 oranges, 99 peaches. Them shits will fuck you anally. Literally. Those are rough. If you want to get fucked up, you go to the store and get you some 99 anything. And don't get a bottle of it. Do not get a bottle of it. You're going to commit suicide. I don't know if I can say that. I might need to cut that part out. But you might not make it. You might not make it because that shit is rough. If you don't really drink like that, one of them will fuck you. But I be drinking like 5, and I drink a lot. So 5, that's saying a lot. 5 is OD, no cap. And they only shots. Like, these are shots because it's 49% alcohol. 49.9 to be exact. It is 99 proof. So that shit is no joke. But then I do come from, the country, nigga. We drink moonshine, like the real moonshine. Not the bullshit they selling in the liquor store that say moonshine. That's still 40%. This is real deal in the mason jars or in the milk gallon jugs. The real shit. We used to get fucked up off of that when I was growing up. Another thing, too, I want to briefly touch on, shout out to my mom, because I realized, growing up seeing like a lot of single moms and things like that to where they're kind of taking advantage of the child support system. Excuse me, y'all. That was so unprofessional. Yeah, they take advantage of the child support system. My mama never fucked around like that. For as young as I can remember, from my mama having my dad on child support, she didn't take a dime from that nigga. She gave me everything. When I say everything, everything. I had the food. I had the. Lord, I'm gonna say the food stamp card. You know I'm from the hood. I had the. I had the child support card. Growing up, it was $52 every single week. And I even remember, like, it went on for, like, because, it went on for, like, years and years and years and years and years. But I remember she would always tell me, like, I can always get an extension, but, I don't want to do that because I don't want him to think I need this money, it's just going directly to you. Whatever he does extra on top of this, it's just something that he does. But this money is from your dad, so I'm going to give it to you. When I tell y'all, I walked around with no teeth until I was about maybe 8, 9 years old. I was spending all of that shit on snacks, candy, ice cream. I could care less about shoes at the time. It was just candy, snacks, ice cream. And then I got a little older. I started smoking weed. I was that friend, ain't gonna lie. I was kind of like buying my friends at the time. I was buying all the weed. I was buying all the alcohol. I was paying the gas for us to get to the mall because we used to do this thing where on the weekends we would go bowling and then we either go bowling, to the movies, or the mall, which sadly that's all we had in a little town that I was in. And also, our parents weren't with that ride shit. Like, nigga, we either taking you or we picking you up. We not doing both. I know a lot of people, oh my God, I got to make sure my child gets there safely. And what time are you guys going to head out? Be out front by 11? Nigga, no, it won't none of that shit. My mama, sister, cousin, all of them, nigga, they won't give her no rides. Especially when they sit down and start drinking and stuff. They won't fucking around with that. They will either take you there or take you back. But you have to decide which one they going to do. And on top of that, nigga, they want gas money. Yeah, your parents. Your parents, your uncle, your grandpa, whoever, your cousin, older cousin, whoever at the time, nigga, you got to pay them for that gas. They won't doing that. And you better be back at a decent hour, even though they're not coming to pick you up. That's how they got down. And we used to get whooped. Another thing too, because I'm gonna go into my childhood, in more depth one day. But we had roaches at one point, and I was such a devilish kid. I would literally, if my mama made some food that I didn't like, I would let my plate sit there and get cold, and I would like low key scoot it closer to a roach. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy, but I would see one crawling across the table. I might take like a little crumb, reel him in, reel him in, reel him in. And then when he get close enough, I might take the spoon, swoop him in the plate, be like, "Oh, mom, there's a roach in my food," and break down crying and stuff, and act like I was traumatized. And then that would get me out of tonight's dinner if it was nasty. So that's how I got down. I won't fucking around with her. But shout out to my mom. I did put her through a lot. We used to steal the car. Yeah, I used to steal my aunt's car, my mom's car. Actually, like two or three of my aunt's cars. I used to steal my mom's car. I used to steal my best friend's grandma's car. He did it with me, so don't feel bad. We were bad. We used to go to like the college. There was a college downtown, DCC, Danville Community College, and you know how they got like the grape sirens, where something happening, somebody getting like sexually harassed or something like that. You push the siren and you say, "Hey, this is my situation," and they'll send the police immediately. We used to push the buttons and say shit like, "Help, my dick's stuck in the zipper," and they'll be like, huh?" Like, "My dick's stuck in the zipper," and we would just take off running. It was fun for us to run from the police, but we got away every time. Every single time we got away. We were fast. Especially me, soccer team type shit. But where I was getting with the roach thing, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Where I was getting with the roach thing is we had a song that we would sing, and it kind of went like this. Me and my cousins would sing this all the time. One Saturday morning, I looked up on the wall. I saw a gang of roaches playing basketball. The score was 6-0. The Reds were in the lead. I got my cannon, hot shot, and shot on 1, 2, 3. And that was a roach song. And we used to sing that all the time. We were kind of mean to each other. I'm not going to lie. Me and my cousins, we did not, like all bets was off. Like y'all think, y'all looking at this. Look, I hate to bring it up. This Nicki and this Cardi oh goodness gracious. They going to hate me for that. This Nicki and this Megan Thee Stallion beef. These bitches be trying my girl. But I still love you, big. But we were mean. We used to take it to the extent we couldn't wait to go to each other's grandma's house just so we can we could not wait to go to each other's grandma's house just so we can come back and talk shit to each other. I'm talking about we used to take it as low as that's why your grandma teeth falling out, the bitch wig ain't shit. Her son smoked crack. Like we used to take it there. We didn't give a fuck. We used to see roaches on the wall. We would go up, take a flip flop, bop. That's why I just killed your grandma, bitch. Like we were that mean. It was kind of rough. We're gonna kind of dive into more of that too, to where how I told you I was reading my job, in a real nice, nasty way. But in the streets, I know how to really gather you and make you feel low and dirty and nasty. And yeah, you won't think I'm a nice person. Shout out to my cousins for making me like that, but I love them. Another thing too, Valentine's Day is coming up. I have a Valentine so far. I'm not sure if he celebrates Valentine's Day or many holidays at all. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. The same guy. He's really cool, but I'm not taking from his coolness. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure exactly what he is into as far as like, the holiday stuff goes, because he's very spiritual, and I don't want to get that confused with like the whole Muslim holiday thing. So, which those don't correlate. Never mind. Just don't scratch all this. Don't worry about this, y'all. Do not worry about this at all. My roommate did move out, so I got the whole place to myself now. And yeah, shout out to him and his girlfriend. His girlfriend was really cool. Although they did take the dish detergent, they took the broom, they took some seasonings, they took the pot, they took the Roku remote, and the Roku plug-in. So now my TV's not so smart anymore. Yeah, they took the rest of the vegetable oil. They took the mop and my laundry detergent. So maybe I got robbed on the low, but I was I was only focused on the big stuff. I'm like, okay, let me, they didn't take the TV. They didn't take the no shoes. They didn't take none of my clothes out the dryer and sell them on, they didn't do nothing crazy. As far as I was concerned, y'all, they was robbing me of stuff I didn't realize I would need till it was too late. But shout out to them. They were sweet people while they were here. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, outside of his brother having like a fentanyl trip in the living room one day and fighting him over orange juice, that was a strange time. But outside of that, yeah, they were pretty cool. But yeah, so I got a lot of topics like written up for next show, y'all. I'm gonna kind of wrap this up for now. I'm about to smoke the rest of this blunt, take me about 2 more shots, and I'm about to lay it on down. I just wanted to put something else, out real quick. But I'm outlining us a nice little episode for next time. I appreciate y'all for the support again. And yeah, look out on my Instagram. Nigga, start following me. And yeah, leave some comments. Leave me some show recommendations y'all will want me to watch, because I've been watching the same fucking shows over and over. I'm watching currently The Umbrella Academy, which is really, really good. A lot of people told me not to watch it, which I'm glad I stopped listening to people's opinions. I really like The Umbrella Academy. That was good. I did watch The Color Purple. I appreciated it. I thought that they kind of like diluted. It's kind of like a watered down version of the original. It's just not as intense or, make you as sad, because the first one was kind of rough to get through. I'm not going to lie. In the best way possible, because I really loved that movie. The second one, I liked it. Didn't love it too much. But it was great. What else did I watch? I'm trying to make sure I get all of these out real quick. I did finish Breaking Bad. 10 out of fucking 10. Y'all need to go watch Breaking Bad. So I've been watching reruns of The Office. So I need some more shows, because once I finish Umbrella Academy, what the fuck am I gonna do? Also, I need to watch Money Heist. That's a really good movie, or show. I'm sorry, on Netflix. And that's pretty much that. I'm still poor. If you guys want to leave me some Cash App, it's a business account, my Cash App. So if you send me some money, they're gonna take some taxes out. So send some extra. You know what I mean? I'll show a nipple. I can't get too crazy. I am talking to the guy now. I can show you a nipple. I'm sure he'll approve of that. I just can't show you like my butthole or nothing. Or my ping ping. So, yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, I will see y'all next time. Thanks again for tuning in. I love y'all. Love, peace, hair grease. I know a bomba clotting. I'll see y'all then. Bye-bye.